It's a story unlike any other. A shipwreck forces a boy named Pi and a tiger named Richard Parker onto a small lifeboat where they must coexist to survive. Now, with state-of-the-art puppetry and stagecraft, that story is on Broadway. Our Jamie Wax went behind the scenes for a look at how the life of Pi comes alive on stage.
From Jan Martel's 14 million plus selling global sensation of a novel, to director Ang Lee's 11-time Oscar-nominated film version, to the current stage hit. The Life of Pi has captivated audiences with a tale of literal captivity. Hiran Abasakera has portrayed the title character since the original production in Sheffield, England, where it was clear from the first performance that they were going somewhere.
At the end of it, there was a roar of like 1,000 tigers in the audience, you know. And when the lights came back on and we ran for the curtain call, everybody was on their feet, going absolutely berserk. And at that moment, I think we all thought, oh wow, we have something special that could take us places.
Those places included London's West End, where the production received 5 Olivier Awards.
Life of Pi.
Including Best New Play,
This is very overwhelming.
Best Actor for Abasakera, and a highly unusual Best Supporting Actor award for the 7-member puppetry team, which included Scarlett Wilderink. How has this production come together so beautifully cohesively to tell a very simple but complicated story?
I mean, I could name 1,000 things. There's lots of people working together, designers, makers, sculptors, actors, so many people backstage and on stage. And I think there's also a little magical thing too, when you get all of the right people in those places at the same time, in the same place.
That place is now Broadway, where Wilderink says the play has continued to evolve.
You don't just make the show and then the show's the show. Like, you make it and then it starts. Then the work starts, because your understanding of the animal gets deeper. Your understanding of the connection of the animal with the scene partner or anything else on stage is deeper. The thoughts become clearer. You start to think more about the psychology of the animal, more about why exactly he's doing everything that he's doing. Why does he put that paw there? You know, everything they do is efficient, and everything is for a reason, even more so than humans.
Honest, aren't they?
Yes, yeah, honest, pure.
Exploring those themes of human and animal nature, the story centers around a boy named Pi Patel and a Bengal tiger named Richard Parker, who struggled to stay alive while adrift at sea on a small boat. It was adapted for stage by Lolita Chakrabarti and features puppets designed by Finn Caldwell and Nick Barnes that come startlingly to life, with the puppeteers fully visible.
There's something very cool about declaring us, because it makes the audience feel comfortable that we're not trying to hide anything from them.
And when Richard Parker makes his appearance, the audience, like Pi, has a visceral reaction. When the tiger roars or the tiger growls, all of the sounds are made by the puppeteers, correct?
That's right.
All right, so let's hear a tiger roar, guys. Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you very much. This was nice.
Quick run.
Although he spent his childhood in Sri Lanka rather than India, Abasakera feels a strong connection to the character he plays.
I grew up a lot in my grandparents' village in Avisawel, and my parents were separating, so I spent a lot of time there. And it was just them two. And I mean, I look back and it was kind of like out of a book, really. Like, I was climbing trees and I spent hours and hours just like, and the main challenge was like being able to climb to the top and wait till the wind would sway one treetop to the other top and I would cross. And my grandmother used to hate it, obviously, but that thrill was like being on a ship.
And like another young man who sets out on a ship, he too has been changed by his voyage.
I read the novel after I got the job, but that connection was very quick. I think it was because of the civil war that was going on during that time, and I was quite confused why these groups of people who looked the same were trying to kill each other. And so when this came on, there were lots of connections that happened. And some of it, I had that curiosity that I had forgotten that I had when I was a child, that sort of got lost maybe as I was getting older, was brought back because of this play. And I'm quite thankful for that, really. And it's back again, and I'm seeing the world in a different way again, you know?
Eventually, the two main characters must part ways. But it's not the kind of farewell normally portrayed in tales of this sort.
You really have this hope that there's going to be this incredibly climactic goodbye moment, and it just doesn't happen.
That moment is, I mean, you could hear a pin drop. It's, I think for some audience members, disappointing, because you go, oh, I really wanted him to look back and say bye and have that moment. But it's so much more, A, realistic and true to animal behavior, and B, I think satisfying, because what we do in that moment is we create a trust where the tiger's gone. You're okay now. Mm-hmm. You're okay. Mm-hmm. I can go.
It's very truthful, isn't it? Like, here there's somebody who helped me survive the hardest part of my life. And I don't even get a chance to say goodbye to that person the way I want to.
And from the way audiences are reacting to the show, these performers won't be saying goodbye to Broadway anytime soon. For CBS Saturday Morning, Jamie Wax, New York.
So Phantom left us, what, last week?
And now Life of Pi comes in.
Here they come.
Oh my God, cannot wait to see that.
I remember my brother first telling me about the book 20 years ago, and I read it, and it changes you. I mean, it really is wonderful. So it's nice to see the development now from the film to the Broadway play. And I love that the puppeteers are not hidden, and you can see them and see what they're actually doing, and they're getting awarded for it.
Yeah.
That's the best part. They're being recognized.
Yeah.
Look how amazing in just that short span of seeing them on the screen here, how realistic that tiger looks.